Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to another farming episode here in Siralim Ultimate. Before we get going, I just wanted to mention a couple things. Number one, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a total of 10 of these farming episodes, and we've already gone through 5, so we're gonna do 5 more. I mean, there's no reason it has to be 10. 10's just a nice round number. But it's also kind of an experiment for me. I want to see what sort of loot you can get if you spend, here's the tricky part. Like, when I say 10 episodes, the amount of time that it takes to generate one of these episodes varies depending on how quickly you find the stuff. The first few episodes I thought happened very quickly. I thought, for the most part, loot drops were coming very, very fast. And that may not continue. We'll see. But at the end of 10 episodes, I think I will have done this enough that I'll have had a good sense of what sort of drops to expect, at least with our current set of loot bonuses. Number 2, we're going to do 5 more episodes, but I'm not going to be doing just random farming. I do want to go in with a specific goal in mind. This is a goal that I've mentioned earlier. We've been farming specific card sets, and I want to continue on that trend. Specifically, I really want to get the Revenant card set done. Where are you, Revenants? Where are you? There you are. And let's take a look at these 2 Revenants that we're trying to get knowledge with. It's a pretty miserable looking picture because we haven't even hit E rank. We are sitting at F rank with both the Revenant Dagon and Revenant Horror. We're gonna need 435 more knowledge with you, 440 more knowledge with you. A very tall order. Very tall order indeed. I think, or I hope, that if we get exceptionally lucky in our knowledge drops, it could happen. It could happen. And that is what I've got to hope. And I've got to hope that it happens while these 5 episodes are still happening. Another thing that I need to do is I need to think about what card set am I gonna farm next, because we are done farming the Minotaurs. We are done farming Minotaurs. Find. There are a few resource generate. Oh, I was gonna say, what is this? Oh, but this is that dumpling card that we found. In a huge bombshell a few episodes ago. But let's see if we can find. Well, we're work on the construct set as well. Let's see if we can find one of the. Excuse me. One of the cherub could be interesting. Hang on. This is an interesting thing. Less damage from spells for each buff, less indirect damage for each buff. That could be pretty exciting. So here's what we'll do. I won't keep you here long. I'm gonna keep you here until we've decided what sort of bonus we want to go next, what card set we want to farm next. I'm tempted to just go for cherubs. What I'll do is I will check. This is interesting, because this just seems like straight damage reduction. So let's check the masochists and the cherubs. The masochists and the cherubs and the kraken. That's another resource card. So I think I should prioritize the kraken. And then there's the Seraph cards, even more or less damage from attacks. Man, there's so many card sets that we could benefit from quite a bit. It's almost overwhelming. It is almost overwhelming. So what I will do is I will check to see, do we have all of the Kraken enemies, all of the Kraken creatures unlocked? And can we summon them straight away? Let's just check. Let's just check. I believe we've overshot them. Yeah. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, were there 6 Kraken cards or were there 7? I think there were 6, right? 6 Kraken cards. Okay, this is what I'll farm. And one final thing before I go off screen. I remember it might have been the last episode where I was I had forgotten what my 5th anointment was. I have since remembered and re-equipped it. The 5th one was this where is it? The Reaver anointment. Onslaught. Can I? Oh, I can't modify it. So yeah, I think I only have 4 anointments equipped right now. So when I get back home, I'll fix that. But yes, I remembered what my anointment was. Anyway, it's time for me to go off screen, and as always, I will be back to show you if anything interesting has turned up, alright? See you in a bit. I'm starting up the recording now because I came into this nether realm and I don't know what this thing is, and this text, it's a bit weird. It says, upon your approach, the silly little creature conjures up a massive snowball and launches it directly at your face. Mogwai. Teehee, I put a rock in it. That's just dangerous. As blood pours unstoppably down your face, you order your creatures to attack. And it looks like this is a new creature. Hell yeah. I think he's got boss levels of health. Or maybe that enemy at the back was just pretty tanky because everybody else is dead. And he tanked a lot of corpse explosions and is still standing. So let's see if we can finish you off like this. Yeah, he took a lot of damage before he finally went down. And now we can summon the Mogwai. Okay. I'm into that. I'm into that. Can we do anything with these skeletons? Are they just decorative? Just decorative. Okay. Well, I mean, that's cool. Already found something interesting. And a new kind of thing. Not just, you know, the usual. Not that there's anything wrong with finding cards and skins. But it's always extra exciting when you find a kind of thing that you didn't even know you were looking for. So yes, on that lovely note, I think we are going to go back off screen, and I will be back when the next interesting thing happens. All right, see you shortly. All right, I think it's time to summon our new creature. By new, the Mogwai. And once again, it is one of these creatures that is basically an entire race unto itself. It's a nature class creature, and let's take a look at this trait. No sanctuary. The damage of its attacks and the potencies of its spells is based on speed rather than attack or intelligence. So similar to some other traits where what is normally the stat that the thing scales off is switched with something else, except this switches both spells and attacks to being speed-based damage. And then this one stat will feed into both of them. That's actually interesting. It doesn't really feed into our build that much, but it's all right. I'm into it. All right, let's start a new pilgrimage. Anybody at 44? Not on this page. Okay, so let's go with Shalan. Are we at 5 out of 5 projects? Yes, we are. And let's fix up our anointments. Yeah, we only have 5 of them. So what was that? It was a Reaver anointment called Onslaught. I get Onslaught and Dreadnought mixed up just because in my mind they sound different. But let me also just quickly take a look at some of the Graveborn anointments. This is all based on creatures resurrecting. Yeah, not really something we need to worry about right now. But yes, anyway, I'm gonna go. And we just got an achievement for being rank 45 with Perdition. But yeah, I'm now gonna go back off screen, and I'll be back with you to show you the next interesting thing that happens. Alright, see you in a bit. And so it begins. We found a Kraken card. This is the second out of 6, and even though I'm about to leave this realm, I might as well summon a couple of these Inkjet Krakens just to see what we can make of it. Like these, I shouldn't jinx it. I'm just gonna say these drops are coming way too often, and if these drops keep coming at the rate that they are, I may have time to do more than 10 farming episodes. Oh, hey, look at this! I was wondering why this guy looked different, because as far as I knew, only Kraken enemies were on this map. I was like, oh, this must be some enemy that I forgot to kill, but no, it was an enemy with a special skin, and the reason he looked different on the map is because he was the front and center enemy. So the front and center enemy is the one whose sprite gets displayed on the map. Like when you go into a realm and you're fighting random collections of monsters, they have to choose one to depict those 6 enemies on the map, right? So they pick the one that's front and center, and in this case, the front and center one ended up being the special one. Alright. Well, that's pretty cool. And the skin, unsurprisingly, is called Yar. Yar, matey. How be the best way to get around to the exit without too many of these? I don't think there'll be a good way to do this. Alright. I think that's enough. That's enough pirate talk out of me. I don't think we'll be able to dodge most of these. But you know what? It's fine. Even though we've already gotten the card, I can get a bit of resources out of them. It's not the worst. Anyway, I'm gonna go back off screen, and I'll be back once I have something else to show you. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, here's another cool looking skin that we're about to get. Looks like a jellyfish or something like that. Let's see what it is called. Man-O-War. I'm not sure if that refers to a real animal, or if that's a reference to something that I'm not getting, but it looked pretty cool. Let's take a look at it in the codex, just so that we can see it against a black background. So it was a Kraken skin. Oh yeah, and I don't think... yeah, let's look at Yar as well. Man-O-War. It does look like a jellyfish type of thing. And then there's this leech. The icon. I was gonna say it looks similar to the Kraken icon, but no, it's just a similar color. It's clearly a different shape. But yeah, Man of War. Nice find. Skin week. Skins actually haven't been dropping as often as cards, which is kind of... I mean, of course, RNG being RNG, you can always have these little passages where things go against the prevailing trends, but I would usually expect skins to be dropping more often than cards. But anyway, I think they might even be the same level of rarity, so it would make sense that, you know, sometimes one seems more common, sometimes the other one does, because if they really are the same, then any small variation would make one of them, would make it seem like there's a difference in the rate. Anyway, I don't even know if this makes sense, but I think you understand what I'm trying to get at. And anyway, it's time for me to go back off screen, and I'll be back when I have something else noteworthy to share with you. So alright, see you in a bit. Well, it's a card, not the Kraken that I was farming for, but it is nonetheless a card which is giving us a partial bonus that is minion based. Not really something for our build, but you know what? Nice to have. Nice to have. Another card down, another many hundreds more to go. But you know what? Each one we find brings us one step closer. But yes, that is going to be all that I have to show you for now, and I will be back with the next interesting thing that happens. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, I believe this is a card that we found from random loot, which I wasn't expecting because our loot bonus isn't that high. Yeah, see, this is just... Actually, no, let me continue. Yeah, see, this is just from having completed the Realm Quest. And I suppose... You know, you always have a chance of getting cards from any source of loot, but I just didn't think that ours was high enough for me to be expecting a card drop from that just yet. But anyway, you know, we saw the card and it was good. There's one other thing that I need to show you, and that is that I have adjusted my anointments slightly in a way that is helping me kill these creatures off very quickly. So you know how in this realm there's that the tier 50 bonus where when you interact with the cages they'll kill a random enemy at the start of combat, and I was like, man, that's annoying. There's like 5 of these cages, I have to get them because there's loot there, there's knowledge drops to be found. But then for 5 battles they're gonna be slow because I'm gonna have to wait for the kill animation to happen, and then most likely corpse explosions are not gonna finish off the enemy, and then I'll have to kill them anyway, and it would have been quicker if that kill hadn't happened. And then I thought, hang on, what if instead of being annoyed that this free realm bonus is killing my enemies, instead of being irritated at that, let me make it work to my benefit. I'm like, okay, is there a way for me to make sure that the corpse explosions finish off the enemies? And so what I did was I went to my anointments, I got rid of Singleton and Retention, and I got rid of Dreadnought. And in their place I put Trickster, meaning at the start of normal battles it'll kill a random enemy. And by the way, this stacks with the Realm one, meaning if this is there and I also interact with a cage, then 2 enemies will die at the start of combat. But that doesn't really matter, because at that point it's overkill. But because what really makes it work is these other two anointments. Curse of Fragility, where enemies just lose a third of their health, and Blood Mage. Sorry, not Blood Mage, Voracity. The Blood Mage Anointment Voracity, where our spells just do a ton of extra damage based on health. And let me just show you, because I feel like you're not really believing me. You're not really grasping the gravity of just how awesome this is. So let me summon some of these and see how quickly they die. Well, the okay, let's wait for the cage bonuses to wear off. Okay, so yeah. So the cage bonus wore off, meaning only one enemy died at the start of that last battle, and even then the corpse explosions were enough to finish them off. This is gonna make farming so much quicker. Not that I was really, having an issue with it being slow, but it's gonna make things go even faster now. But yeah, that's just a little something I wanted to show you. That card that we found, of course. I will show you every single card. And I was like, I'll then also show you the refinement to our farming approach. That's really gonna speed things along even more. But yes, having shown you all of these things, I think it's time for me to go back off screen, and then I will show you the next noteworthy thing that happens. And until then, I will see you shortly. Okay, just popping in because it is time to hand in the Goblet of Trials, and I think we're gonna hand in the Rune of Prophecies as well. Let's just do this first. And let's see, do we get knowledge with any creatures that are of interest to us? I'm not seeing anything so far. Seraphs, maybe. Constructs, for sure. And here's another Seraph. Let me check something. Because I was having a hard time finding these earlier, but where are the... So where are the Seraphs? On this list. Are they... You know what, I'll look for them later, because I think I'm maybe looking for them in the wrong place. Anyway, our Rune of Prophecies is largely full. We're not doing nether bosses, we're not fighting Rhodian creature masters, because we're not going deeper down into realms. We're just staying where we are, which is okay, We're just gonna hand in the way, what we've got so far. And let's take a look at what knowledge we got. Nothing special, it seems. One thing I've got to remember is to make sure I re-roll this so that it's on the animator next time. I don't want to make the same mistake I did last time, but I will do this off screen. But yeah, just wanted to show you, us handing in the Rune of Prophecies, because it is always a bit of an occasion, getting several, tens of thousands of piety all at once, always cool. But yeah, now that I've shown you that, time to go back off screen, and I will be with you shortly. Look who's back for another ass kicking. It's Xantai. Alright, let's quickly jump in and ruin his day. Jeez, man, I feel sorry for this guy. I feel sorry for you, man. Alright, let's actually try to take this seriously though. Start off with a good not a blank slate, entangling roots. You can't blank slate him because even though technically it shows his extra traits as temporary, you can't remove them. And I agree with that. It would make the fight too easy. Right, having done this, you know what? Let's just let the Dread White have a bit of a have a bit of a. We're gonna have to do this somewhat intelligently because they are getting annoying buffs every time they take damage. So what we will have to do is we'll have to do. Should we? Let's just do arbitration. And then a nice feign death. And let's entangle some more roots. And let's this time do oh god, got a greater dispel. And now let's give our Dread White another turn, and please finish them. There we go. And that was I mean, we're doing this on 0 instability. I shouldn't be patting myself on the back too much, but I mean, I played that smoothly. I did it by the book. I had no misclicks, so I'm pretty happy with that, with how that went. And having shown you that, I think it's time to go back off screen, and I'll be back with you soon. Right? See you in a bit. And another mediocre Netherstone. We've seen it, and now I'm gonna go back. Right? See you in a bit. And it's another card, not one that we were farming for, but one that I'll take nonetheless. I'm curious, was that from our enemies, or was it from the loot that they give after you kill them? Like the independent loot drop that you get for defeating Nemesis creatures, and it looks like it was from that independent loot drop because I don't think there are any Carnage enemies in that list. So, that's another card in the bag, and in case you're wondering why I'm farming Seraphs, it's because I'm taking a bit of a break from farming the Krakens, and going in this direction instead. It doesn't really matter in the long run what order you do things in. It matters in the short run because I'm kind of prioritizing, or I'm starting to prioritize combat-oriented cards instead of the few resource boosting ones that we have yet to get. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that as well, and now that I have told you that, I'm gonna go back and I'll see you once there is something else noteworthy to share with you. Alright, see you in a bit. Oh, well, here you go. I mean, here you go. Now we take less damage from attacks, and you can see why I've been farming that. Is there any reason to stay in this realm? There might be something in that room. You know what, I'm gonna go back off screen. If something else turns up, I'll be back to share it with you. Alright, see you in a bit. And yet another Seraph card. Another thing I've been doing, and I'll mention this, I am also trying to get as many creatures to S rank as I possibly can, because I think that'll help me get knowledge on the creatures that I actually want by removing these from the pool of creatures for which knowledge can drop. The downside is that I want to kind of double dip. I want to make progress on knowledge and also cards. So I'll focus on creatures where I don't have them on S rank and I don't have the card yet. That way I get the double benefit. So for instance, the Andalin Seraph and the Kaito Seraph, I stopped farming them when I hit S rank, even though I hadn't found the card yet, because I, wanted to get the double benefit that I mentioned. But what I don't know yet is what I'm gonna do when either this guy hits S rank or when I find the card, because then I'll have to either go back and start farming these guys that are already S, or move on to a new creature entirely. That's a decision that I will make, I'm sure, not long from now, and I will let you know what I have decided. Alright, see you in a bit. Man, Zantai just does not know what's good for him. I guess those 2 beatings weren't enough to teach him a lesson, so it's time to do it a 3rd time. Okay, this could be bad. At the end of each enemy's turn, he goes to the top of the timeline. Okay, he might actually kill us. Unless there's something we can do. Let me try Entangling Roots. Yep, he goes to the top. It killed most of our party. Unfortunately, it did kill, well, that sucks. Unfortunately, it did kill Miraxis. And everybody's silenced, which is not great. I'll provoke. Animatus. You know what? Just reincarnate you. And what the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing? What was that spell that took away all my Animatus' health? Man, fuck this. Ah, that really sucks. And you're still silenced, so that sucks. So, just defend. That's a bunch of garbage. You know what? Provoke again. Man, what the fuck are these guys? Oh, man. I mean, I killed him, but that's so annoying that they're casting that stupid spell over and over again. Anyway, we did it, we killed him, and honestly, for a fight that I won, and which didn't even take that long, I'm surprisingly in a bad mood after that. I don't know, the way I was treated didn't sit well with me. Let's just leave it at that, and let's leave this little clip at this, and I'll be back to show you the next interesting thing that happens shortly. Is this encounter what I think it is? I think it might be. I think it might be. Pick a card, any card. Alright. Out of these, let's... Oof. I mean, it's none... Actually, you know what? Let me look up what the other card bonuses are. Because I'm tempted to just go for the Salamander card just because they're annoying, but it might be that either the Imler or Spectre have really good bonuses. So let's see. So Spectre's enemies have 50% less benefit from their artifacts. No, enemies have less defense, enemies gain less defense. That's not that exciting. What about Imler? Creatures have more defense while provoking. Neither of these are great, so I'll just go with the Salamander card. And there we go. There we go. And now, just got a free card. Just got a free card. I am happy about that, and get another rank with the Tartaret. Now we're gonna get some more emblems. But yeah, just wanted to share that joyous little moment with you, and I'm gonna go back to my off-screen shenanigans, and I will be back with you when I have something else noteworthy to show you. Alright, see you in a bit. And later on in that same realm, just as I was about to wrap up and head home, we are about to get a Seraph skin. Let's take a look at this one. The Tyrant skin. There we go. The first Seraph skin that we found, and it does look pretty awesome. I think it's got tentacles coming out from the back. It's pretty ominous looking. I like it. And you know what? I'm gonna quickly just kill this Nemesis creature, because they do drop loot as well. And sometimes that loot can be good. But not in this case, although it did give us some knowledge with Friden. Alright, I think that's enough. I'm gonna go back off screen, and I'll see you soon. And we're about to get another skin. The one downside to me having switched up my anointments to kill these high-level enemies instantly is that you're not getting to see these skins in combat because the creatures are dying too quickly, but instead I can show them to you, yeah, just on the regular. Here's the one that we got. It's the Dark Wizard. Pretty cool looking. Although I'm a bit disappointed that the runes behind the creature in the main picture aren't also on the smaller sprite. Usually, it's very good about the smaller sprites looking like you know, very true to the more detailed picture you see above them. Although maybe he's kind of in an action pose, and that those symbols behind him aren't a permanent thing. Maybe it's just like a temporary spell that he's casting. That might be it. That might be it. Either way, another cool looking skin. Excuse me, another cool looking skin. And with that, I think I'm gonna head back off screen, and I will be back with you shortly. I might as well show this. This is the disgruntled arena master. It's not difficult, it's not even that special of an encounter, but we so rarely get the arena currency that I figured I might as well show this. So she's gonna give us, I think, 500 glory, and then 1,000 glory, and then 1,500 glory for the final rematch. And at the end of that, she is going to conclude that she cannot win, and will be, you know, sad and reflect on the foolishness of having challenged us. At least one would hope. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and with that, I'm gonna go back off screen. See you in a bit. Alright, just doing a quick check-in, because we've got to kill Vertrag for the Rune of Prophecies, and I might as well just go ahead and do it. Let's try and beat him at level 11. And I'm not even gonna change my anointments. Just because I'm that reckless. He doesn't have that difficult of a gimmick. It's that your enemies, I think the description for his trait is your enemies will eventually die of old age, and I think what it means is if the battle goes on too long, we will lose, which would be bad. But I think we'll be fine. So let's just do this the standard way. We'll do where is my Clayman? There's my Clayman. And there's my Clayman. Already doing serious damage. And here's my double Clayman coming up. Yeah, we should be just fine. Even with a very suboptimal anointment arrangement, we should be just fine. Oh, yeah. Nearly killed him with just the one, but it did take a little bit extra. But the important thing is we won, and we completed the prophecy task, and that even makes a tiny bit of progress for the Gate of the Gods. We could summon Vertrag again. I'm not that worried about that. And we're not that far from handing in this Rune of Prophecies either. Let me just check. While I've got you here, let me just check whether we are indeed making progress on... yeah, we are. Okay. And we'll wait for that to fill up, and then I'll hand it in. All right. I just wanted to show you that little bit of combat, and with that done, I think I'm gonna go back off screen, although I think I'm not far from calling this episode to an end. I think we're around the 1 hour mark. I'm gonna have to check how much footage we have, but yeah, I'll go a little bit more. But yeah, going back off screen now, and I'll talk to you in a bit. All right, it's this guy again. Let's try and make this quick. Okay, what's your deal? Takes 2 turns at a time. Your creatures do a bunch of garbage. I mean, it's more annoying, really, than anything else. I think we can mainly just stop you from taking turns. So we'll do it like that. Clay man. There's a clay man waiting in the sky. Yeah, I think that's just what we're gonna do. We'll Clayman, and then with the Ebony Ent we will get rid of their buffs, and then with the Dreadwhite we will do Feign Death. And then we'll just rinse and repeat. So, Greater Dispel. Oh, the animate! You ruined everything. Now those guys in the back have... Okay. You know what? It's fine. Sometimes, see, I don't know what buff it is that causes my animators to just get random attacks when it's not his turn. Usually it's either a good thing or, you know, a neutral thing, but in this case, I guess it killed them in the end anyway. But it was annoying. Oh hey, and I guess he had Impington as one of his fusions, and we get the blue Xantai jewel. Alright, that was pretty quick. That was pretty quick. So yeah, I feel like eventually it'll get to the point where Xantai fights aren't that special, but for now at least, it's something that used to happen pretty rarely, so I still think of it as a rare encounter. And I think we've probably just, like, I've seen him 3 times in, like 3 or 4 times in the space of 2 days, which is definitely uncommon. But you can get stuff like this with RNG. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes very uncommon things will happen in these, you know, these little, like, strings of them will happen at once. But yeah, it's just something I wanted to show you. I'm gonna go back off screen now, and I'll be back with the next thing shortly. Alright, I think we're about to get another Mogwai, you know. Might as well show this as well, because it's you know, a rare encounter. And what? We even got a skin? Did he? So, you know, he didn't look different. He didn't look different in that battle. Because I remember from when we summoned him the last time. You know, we gotta look this up. Because I guess if you fight the same rare creature encounter multiple times, then in did we also get mana to summon? I don't think we got mana to summon the Mogwai. I'm really confused. First of all, let me go to the bestiary. Let's find the Mogwai. Did I find another one of them earlier and then I forgot to summon it? Let's just take a look. Oh, there is a Mogwai summon ready. But when did I? Okay, so there's no card for this creature. But there is a skin that we found. I must have just come across one and I wasn't paying attention. I probably just thought it was a regular creature. Anyway, let's quickly take a look at the skin. I'm glad I recorded this, because this is a very interesting turn of events. So where is he? Mimic. It was called Dark Shift. Yeah, he definitely did not look like this in that battle. Definitely did not look like that. So I'm glad we have that. So if you have a party that can benefit from this very rare creature, and if you also find this, you know, an extra skin, you know, which itself is a rare drop for this very rare creature, then you can, you know, have that skin in your party, I guess. But a lot of things have to fall into place in order for you to be able to have that skin in your party. But yeah, I'm glad I got to show that, and I'm gonna go back off screen. I'll talk to you in a bit. Just wanted to show you this piece of garbage that we just picked up, and I think that's about all the time that it deserves, so I'm gonna go back off screen now. So I'm doing some arena combat for Prophecy, and I just got into a really annoying fight, but I got a streak of 7, that's okay. Get some treasure out of it as well, hopefully something nice. Nothing exciting. Okay, I still have to win 3 more battles, so I'm gonna go back and I'll let you know how those went. Let me show you what happened in this last battle. So there's one really annoying enemy, the gold golem. Man, like, I don't have all 1200 traits memorized, so when you attack this guy, all of the enemies, like when you attack the gold golem, everything else in his team gains stats. So as soon as I attacked him, all of them gained attack, defense, intelligence, and speed, and that obviously really hurt me pretty badly. And then I made the mistake of attacking him a second time. I didn't realize that only attacking him does that. I should have killed him with spells. I again was misinterpreting the trait. I thought every time he's damaged, it's no, every time he's attacked. Anyway, that was really annoying. Partially due to a bullshit trait, and partially due to me not reading it properly. Anyway, just wanted to show you that, and now I'm gonna go back, and I'll let you know what I got after I finish off this arena stuff. Right? See you shortly. Again, another annoying fight, but the important thing is I've got the thing that I wanted, which is I beat the prophecy task, and not far from handing in this rune of prophecies. I do want to complete this as well. To complete this, I'm gonna have to finish the goblet, which will happen in another 3 realms, so we're not far. So I'm gonna go back off screen, and probably we will end the episode when I hand in the Goblet of Trials and then the Rune of Prophecies. So alright, I will see you in a bit. Okay, I'm about to get a skin. I'm not sure for which type of creature, because it's for a mythicant. Okay, it was for one of the regular mobs in this realm, not one of the ones I was farming. So let's take a look at this skin. I wish I wish this was organized differently. Rather than them being all in like one giant list, I wish they were listed by race and it told you how many skins you had for each race. And it would be easier to find specific races as well, because now when I'm looking through this list, like, because these aren't in alphabetical order themselves, because I've sorted them by race. I could sort it by name, but then I don't like how that's organized. I think race is better. Anyway, let's take a look at the one that we just got. God, where is it? It was here we go. The Mythicant skin witch. It's a witch, you know. Just a witch flying around on her broomstick. So yeah, just wanted to show you that, and I'm gonna go back off screen. I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, ready to hand in this excuse me, this Goblet of Trials, and then we will hand in the rune, and then off screen I will have to re-roll the goblet. But let's take a look at what we got. I'm really paying attention to these knowledge drops now. And Heaven Shield construct, is that a... Because we are farming constructs, or we were farming constructs once upon a time, before we had to stop. Is the Heaven Shield one that we want? Maybe, maybe not. And let's hand in the Rune of Prophecies as well. Actually, first let me take a look at what it's like. Everything other than this thing. And if we were able to get that, would have been a sweet, sweet bonus. But like I said, we're not making realm progress, so we're gonna have to say no to that. It is possible to find Rhodian Masters in a Nether Portal encounter, but that's a very, very rare find. So we're just gonna hand in our rune and get another sweet 40,000 piety out of that, and a little bit more knowledge. Not as much compared to the goblet, which is interesting. But anyway, that's good as well. And let me just take a look at the new rune. Again, we've got to fill the goblet. Again, we've got to do arena combat. You know what I'll do is I'll actually... There's a couple things I have to do. I have to do arena combat, and I have to do... well, I mean, I don't have to do it right now, but I had to forfeit one of the realms because I accidentally went in without lowering the realm depth. So I'm still rebuilding my fortune bonus. So there's a couple things I have to do before I'm going to end off this episode. And I will be back with you to let you know how those things went, and then we'll do our debrief. Alright, see you in a bit. Well, I got all 10 wins that I needed in a row. I lost to a bunch of bullshit, but it's okay. The important thing is we got it done. And let's take a look at what we got in terms of knowledge. Nothing too interesting. And that's done. What else did I need to do? Oh yeah, I needed to do one more random realm. So, or I guess like any realm. I'll just do a random realm to get my fortune all the way up. So I'll do that, and I'll be back to end the episode when that is done. Alright, see you shortly. Okay, this is the first card that I have found in ages. This is the Astro Construct. It would have been nice to have before I did that arena combat, but better late than never. So I might as well show you. I haven't really made too much progress in terms of knowledge in the creatures that I'm really looking for. But let me sort by race pretty quickly. But I did get one of the constructs up to D rank, and then I hunted it to get it up to C rank, and then I kept summoning it at the candle until I got it. So now the Astro Construct is done. The only ones that remain are, well, all of these. And out of these, the Skywatch looks like it's the closest to hitting D rank. But I'll talk more about what progress we've made when we're wrapping up. For now, I just wanted to show you this card that it's actually multiple days have gone by that I haven't found any cards, so that's just a bit of a you know, like an insight into how long it's been. All right, I'll talk more at the end, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, now it is time to wrap things up for this episode. Let's just confirm that I've got 100% fortune. Yes, I do. And now I think we're just gonna reflect on what we accomplished this episode. I think the main thing that I was trying to do was to get knowledge progress. I started out just exclusively doing Torture Chamber because you can get more knowledge, at least based on the realm bonuses I have at this point. Maybe with other bonuses, some other realm might be as good. But for the time being, that's the best place to get knowledge, at least as far as I can see. However, eventually it gets really boring if you stay in the same realm over and over again, which is why eventually I switched back to random realms. And the other advantage to random realms is it also lets you get progress with the other things, like favor with other gods and donating to other gods. But let's take a quick look at some of the knowledge that I did get. So, like I mentioned, there was one construct that we got, and basically as soon as knowledge hits rank D, it's like the card is basically mine, because I can then hunt it at the as a mission, and then once the hunt is done, I can summon it at the candle. And once you can summon it, it's only a matter of time before the card comes to you. The other constructs we just looked at, you know, they're slowly getting there. And another creature that I'm interested in getting knowledge with is the Elf Brawler, the final elf, whose card that we need, whose card we need. And if we get this card, we will complete this set, and we're not that far. 430 out of 500 means a single knowledge drop of value 3, which translates to 75 knowledge points will do it. Or we could get it in smaller chunks as well. But the main thing that I've been trying to get knowledge with is the Revenants. And there's some progress to report on that count. Revenant Horror is still languishing at 85. However, Revenant Dagon is not only past rank, it's no longer rank F, but also some decent progress into rank E as well. And obviously, as soon as I hit rank D, this is going to be a top priority. But yeah, I think... before I end, let's also take a look at some of the achievements that we got recently. Over the last several days, cards were dropping like candy. Last week, this week not so much. Last week was also card week. But I mean, even when card week ended, for a couple days, it felt like cards were dropping pretty often, but now it's slowed down quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the recently earned achievements and some nice ones. A lot of them obviously are still for donating and getting favored by different gods, but some of them, like Knowledge's Power, we now have S rank with 700 creatures. 700 out of 1200, so most of the creatures in the game now we have S rank knowledge with. So hopefully that should help us getting knowledge for the remaining creatures. We completed 60 assassination missions. Seeker of Emblems for getting 10,000 emblems. Got that one done, and Power Collector, 50 million power. Not surprised I got this one first out of all of the other resource achievements. It's because we got all of the things that boosted power early on, and eventually the other resources will also hit this milestone, but it'll be quite a while before any of the other ones do. But yeah, that's the gist of what we've done. And also let's take a look at how many cards we found overall. 343. Yeah, it was several days ago when we found card number 242, and then it took a while to get this one. But in between we got other stuff done, right? We made achievement progress. We found a few skins, and generally are fairly happy with life. But yeah, I think I'm gonna close off this farming episode, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you are pleased with the rate of progress that we're making. It's when you compare it to the giant list of things that needs to be done, it might not seem like much, but every little bit does help. And I think some of the combat card sets that we're gonna complete are gonna help us out quite a bit, not just in the Gate of the Gods, but for other things as well. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode as well. And until then, take care.